that you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community. And also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Somebody say, put me in the game, Coach. Put me in the game. Oh. Somebody say it. Say it louder. Say, put me in the game, Coach. Yeah, man. I heard me in the background acting up, man. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Great to see everyone in the chat. Great to see everyone in the chat. Yeah, give it up one more time for yourself. I'm happy to see everybody, man. Good to see y'all for real, man. Y'all just don't know. I love when we have a loud crowd early. I seen Mary J in the back going through the comments. I had to go and get my breakfast bar finished because you know your boy been working out, so trying to keep the calories and take all that good stuff, man. But we really looking solid right now. Shout out to the TikTok chat. Already tapping the screen right now. We got Marie tapping in. Appreciate the love over there, sis. Thank you for pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Pulling up and showing some love, tapping the screen for your brother. We got Bama football talk this morning. She said roll tide. All right, we got some Bama love over on the TikTok side already showing up. And then over here on the YouTube side, if you really want to be seen, sis, I invite you to pull up on the YouTube channel. That's where we actually have the chat on the screen, as you can see scrolling across. Let's do a roll call just to pop this thing off. We're at the 7-minute mark. We're going to roll right on through this show today. We got about an hour and 15 minutes of good Alabama football talk to get into. So let's start at the top. Shout out to my brother Zach, man, for tapping in today. Zach, appreciate you for tapping in. What else we got? We got, man, Dylan tapping in. We got MJ popping up in this thing. We got Urban Essence is in there. Hold up. Stay right there for a second. Stay right there for a second, because this is a solid sister right here, man. Shout out to Urban Essence, man. Thank you for being here, sis. Good to see you tapping in earlier. Busy woman right there tapping in with the Coach Smook Network. Go ahead and roll it, Mary J. Appreciate you. And shout out to Mary J in the back, man, with the Big guns, man. She be having a business back here. Jordan Wright is in the chat, Mr. $1 Million Man himself. Rod Baker, what's good, man? Roll it. Hold up. Roll it. Every time he put that, that's what I feel like. That's what I don't know why. It just, for some reason in my mind, that's what I like in my head voice, and in my head voice. So I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Davin, what's good, brother? That boy said he ain't missing the whole show today. He said better late than never today, but today he's an on time fan. Yes, he is. Ooh, let me stop, man. Y'all know I take y'all to church quick. Don't play with me, man. Stop. Man, I feel good this morning. Got up and got another workout in, got another session of prayer in. Been really locked in with my devotionals, man, for the past 2 weeks now. 2 weeks consistently, haven't missed a day. Get up and get to talk to my people that matter, that's really locked in with your boy. It's solid when you have a solid surrounding around you, a group of people around you. What's up, Bree? She came over from TikTok, y'all. Welcome her in, y'all. Bree, the MF&P. Is that what I think it said? Look at her. Dug it. Look at her. Showing love, man. Appreciate you for tapping in on both sides, y'all. Appreciate you. Opalika in the building. My brother, Rod Baker, tapping in. Listen, we got some high school recruiting stuff we're going to be doing tonight on this show. Y'all know me and shout out Hall Tech Sports on Twitter. We've been doing our collab the last few weeks, man, and it's been a great turnout, a great turnaround for these high school kids. We're seeing like crazy exposure and opportunities being developed. Parents are being contacted by different schools and all that stuff. So it's crazy to see how fast this is catching fire. But shout out to my guy, Henry Campbell. What's up, Henry? Henry, you got to call into the show one day. I bet you got one of them Henry voices. Oh, John Henry. Yeah, is your first name John? Is your first name? Man, y'all just don't know. I feel good. I feel blessed today. So don't mind me and my excitement. I'm just blessed and happy to be here with y'all and get ready to talk some Alabama football. So without further ado, don't forget, man, this is the best way to support the channel. Real talk is just to like the stream. Hit that doggone thumbs up button. She said, my mama gonna love this. Let me send this. Oh, please do. Roll Tide, Britt. My other little sister that tapped in, man. Y'all turning up this morning. Continue to like and share the stream. Like I said, the best way to help is hit that thumbs up button here on the YouTube side. Tap that screen on the TikTok side. Facebook, if you live with me, if you're on my personal page or the Coach Smook page on Facebook, hit a reaction button, man. Drop a comment. We can see Facebook comments. Are we live on Twitch? I don't think we're live on Twitch this morning, but Twitter, y'all already know what to do. Twitter, y'all share it in the spaces. Get to talking in the spaces. Send more people to the YouTube channel because guess what? We 25 away from 2.2K. Literally 17 days in, 17 days. Hold up. Y'all heard what I said? Let me stop the music. We are 17 days from hitting 2K, right? 2K or 2.1K, my fault, 2.1K. And we are already about to cross over 2.2K. And we have not been overloading on live content, vibe content. We literally have stuck to our niche and put out quality, consistent delivery of content. And you all have been the reason why. So continue to like and share the content, man. Continue to support it. Continue to push it. If you really rocking with what your boy doing and what our team is putting together, continue to do what y'all been doing because we definitely growing on both platforms, TikTok, YouTube, even on Instagram. Instagram starting to pick up some leeway. We're going to take the morning show, the calling show to Instagram too. So King Too Much, what's good, man? Tapping in on that TikTok side, man. Hey, y'all tell me, do these sound effects like come through clearly? Or are they muffled? I feel like they be muffled when I go back and listen to them. And y'all ain't been telling me. Y'all just be laughing and stuff. And then like I be thinking I can hear them and stuff, but not too much. Come on, y'all supposed to be my people. Is that Winston? What's up, Winston? I see you in the chat, man. My guy Winston Hunt is in the building, man. Welcome in, Winston. Listen, and then TikTok over there, King Too Much said, "What's good? A little bit need to be a little bit more clear." Okay, I know what the issue is. I know exactly what the issue is. So we're gonna have to add some highs and stuff into that. But we're gonna get it fixed. We got a new soundboard coming in. Thanks to y'all, man. You know what? We're like $8 away from hitting our monthly super chat goal that we surprisingly just disappeared, like allowed to disappear. We $8 away from our $25 a month. And yes, I said $25 a month. Some people do a show. I said $25 a month.
donation wise could really do some things, crazy things for this network outside of what you already contribute through your membership. So I implore you, every Friday we try to run the super chat chains, but anytime you feel, when the spirit leads, come on now, come on, Shondo, when the spirit, let me stop. Whenever you feel the need to donate, man, we are greatly appreciated. Like I said, we have charitable donation opportunities. You could donate through the Coach Smook Network, or we have the direct links for autism awareness and the Wounded Warriors of Alabama that we support our veterans. I'm a veteran myself, so I've actually been able to benefit from utilizing some of those programs. So definitely want to do our part by supporting that. Even in our come up, man, like we can't forget where we came from ever. So when you donating, and that's what you're donating to, the actual get Jordan, you trying to go to timeout? We ain't even started the show yet. We got a whole minute. You almost made it. We got a minute before we kick off. Y'all know we try to kick off at the 15-minute mark. Jordan trying to get sent the timeout. He said, "Ushers, close the doors." Ushers, close the doors. Man, you was a trip, man. Britt, what's good? That moderator tag look good next to your name too. Octavius, what's good, man? I see you over there on TikTok, man. C Bama, what's good, brother? Good to see you in the chat. Good to see everybody in the chat this morning. Thank y'all for being here. Once again, today's conversation, man, we're talking Alabama football. And more so, not just offense or defense, but what is the makeup of this? How do we come together with this team? How do we come and we say, this team puts together this type of work? Where's the loose ends? Where's the for sure's? Where's the keys to success in this team? And we just want to kind of break down this roster and kind of point out some guys. We're going to keep doing this in different, from different angles. You know, we kind of did position groups the last few weeks going into official visits. Then over the past 3 weeks, everything's been kind of centered around official visits, right? Now we're going to kind of dive into really getting you acquainted with the roster and skill sets and how it fits into the scheme. So today we're going to identify some weaknesses. I want to talk about some weaknesses on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. And we're really just going to talk about depth, how personnel might play into some weaknesses where things might fall out of place or might stumble and kind of slow the process of development up. So we'll jump into that today here on the Coach Smook Network. And y'all, man, don't be shy about commenting. The best way to get the algorithm up and to help us get to those goals, we want to get our 25 likes. We're currently at 17 on YouTube. To get those 5K likes on TikTok, just continue to tap the screen, share the live. When we go to our little intro here in about 7 seconds, y'all share the live with somebody. Tell them to pull up. If you're a real Bama fan, pull up and say what's up. Lady Tam, you made the cut. Look at her right before we about to get into it. Someone, hey sis, go ahead and tell them, say, hold up, let me stop the music. I want to make sure sis, tell them, say, put me in the game, coach. Let's get it.
You're talking about Jalen Miro and the Pips?
The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
I'm not going to take up a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Let's go. Come on, man. Let's get into it. Y'all ready? Let's go. Oh, we ain't got the call-in show today, Mary J. Phone lines is not open in the morning on Tuesdays. Only. There you go. Look. What's our business hours? If y'all seen the 5 heartbeats, y'all get it. My business hours, my office hours are from when? My calling hours are from when? All right, Mondays and Fridays, 7:30, 8 p.m. Man, that's what we do the calling show. Listen, y'all is silly, man. Y'all feeling good? Y'all feel the energy? I'm feeling it too, man. I thank y'all for being here. So let's talk. Let's have this conversation, man. Let's get into it. Alabama, where are the weaknesses? Where are the weaknesses? We love this team, man. We've been so hype about the defense. We've been so hype about, Keelan Russell, Ty Sampson quarterback battle. It's Ty's year. If it's not Ty's year, it's Keelan, the freshman phenom. We got Ryan Williams back, Isaiah Horton, Jeremy Bernard. The running back room is stacked. The D-line rotation. We got so many guys that's ready. We got this talented edge rush room. We got everywhere the linebackers, they got to do good this year. They got to do good. Too much experience there. And then you got the secondary, all that talent, true freshmen coming in. Got us doing one of these. You know what I'm saying? Move that banner, Mary J.
Kids, cover your eyes. Cover your eyes, kids. Got us doing like this, you know what I'm saying? Getting sweaty. What are we doing? Bama Nation? Like, we really hype about this team. And we have reason to be. But let's just be realistic for a minute. Let's talk about some of the spots on this roster where we can probably see some real growth. I won't say growing pains, because I think this team is so well put together that these weaknesses will not affect the overall development and peak of which this team can be. Now, once again, I'm not one that believes 100% that this team can go undefeated and run the table. The way that college football, the talent spread is virtually impossible to expect to go undefeated. Now, if this team comes together with everything that's coming together, and they go and run the table and win the national championship, by all means, blow my mind, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I really think the floor, even with struggles and growing pains, is once again a 10-2 season, and the ceiling is 11-1. I really think there's one guaranteed loss on everybody's schedule. There's one. You're going to get caught slipping in this season. The season is getting longer, and you're starting to have to utilize depth that you're not used to seeing in college football. We're not used to seeing the amount of players on the field, the amount of different numbers. You remember last year, I told y'all about this. I was watching the Vanderbilt film from last season, right? And Jalen Mbakwe, Xavier Brown, Zay Mincy, Devontae Smith, Malachi Moore, like we saw like 7 or 8. Bray Hubbard, all them guys was getting what's the young man name? Deshaun Jones, King Mack, all of them guys played in that Vanderbilt game. And I mean, like the depth up front. We saw the depth rotation. Keanu Colt got in that game before he, I think that was that the game he got? Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that. But you talk about it, man, and I'm talking about like just where can we have some weaknesses? So let me pull up our depth chart, and I just want y'all to see personnel. And like I said, I like to have Alabama's. I like to use our lads. Alabama 2025. All right. I like to use our lads. I like to reference theirs because they are actually in line with what I said, other than the quarterback position when it came to rotation coming out of spring. And they used to do it just based off of seniority, but when you think about the rotation in the wide receiver room, to see Latsier Brooks where he is, it makes sense, and we talk about with the wide receiver room, we talk about numbers as far as what number you are in that rotation, because I believe everybody in that wide receiver room, you got maybe 1 or 2 guys that are position specific. Maybe you're specifically an X or a Z or a slot, right? But you got out of the 12 or 13 in that room, right? I think it's 12, 3, 6, 8, 10, 11. So out of the 11, I say 8 or 9 of them are multifaceted. So you got that on that roster. Now, where are the weaknesses at? You don't have a lot of experience or snaps in key spots. Let's talk about experience or snaps at, the left guard position. Cam Dewberry, senior transfer from Texas A&M. Played a lot. Played ball at Texas A&M, but didn't stay as a starter. He didn't start every game. He struggled at A&M. That scheme wasn't all that, right? So you look at the left guard position, where last year the left tackle position struggled because Caden Proctor didn't start the season there, started injured, and then when he came back, it took him some time getting. So left side of the offensive line, we know Caden Proctor is coming back off of an injury from spring too, recovering. Cam Dewberry, a new body there. Maybe that we see some growing pains there with all the skill sets there, all of the talent there. Can we see some growing pains there? I think that's where you would see a lot of defenses want to attack. They seen the film on Caden Proctor. They want to attack him with the speed rush a lot. Get him wide. Has he developed to where he's getting out of that kick slide, that stance and kick sliding, and able to maintain that balance, right? That we want to see, being more stable in his stance. And then you got a guy, Cam Dewberry, who's really has to prove himself this year. A senior transfer, your last year, man. Highly rated prospect coming out of high school. Injuries kind of held him back at A&M, and then, kind of wasn't developing in that system. Somebody tell Caden to take it easy on pregame warm-ups this time. Man, that was crazy last year. Hey, y'all remember that dude Antoine came in here? Not you, Antoine Thomas. It was a different Antoine. Y'all remember him with his fake reports talking about Caden was out for the season? He got mad at him. Dang, stop being petty. Good morning, coach. I ain't had my coffee yet, so don't. Listen, man. Calm down. Come out, piss snipe. All right, just calm down, relax. We're talking Bama football. That's it. That's all. That's it. So check this out. It's crazy that we're talking Bama football. I got some developments. I think we're gonna get another commit today. I was talking with a certain defensive prospect, and yeah, he might not wait for the big show and the big shebang. He wants to shut it down, and he's bought in with Bama. And I think this one is going to be more surprising to the fan base that doesn't watch our show. We saw Kamari Brooks. I told y'all, Kamari Brooks, don't think that Georgia commitment means anything right now. I'm telling y'all, that's going to go to early signing day. Trust me. Alabama's not going to start with them. But I think there's an in-state defensive prospect that might end up recruiting here within the day or so. Today's what, Tuesday? So I say no later than Thursday, we might have a surprise big name commit coming through, official commit, one official commit, and then a surprise commit that I don't think people expected. I didn't expect us to be really making a push for this prospect until after the official visit season. And this isn't a guy that came Big Bama weekend. You know, this past weekend. He was here the weekend before last. So y'all can take those clues and go search and start looking. All you burner pages. Hey, did y'all see the Twitter stuff? Let me stop. But back to weaknesses on the roster. Y'all let me get off topic and stuff. Back to the weaknesses on the roster. And shout out to the TikTok chat once again. You said 10-2. Who would your two losses be? Ryan on TikTok. My two losses for Alabama, if we were to lose two, I think it would be LSU coming in, just a high power offense, putting us in some crazy situations. Nussmeier, that wide receiver room being ultimately developed to where they're just winning the one-on-ones that they're going to force us into with that style of offense, and we just can't score enough. With Ty Simpson at quarterback or young Keelan Russell having to make those extra plays, in a game like that. So that'll be a tough home loss. And then going to South Carolina, following that, South Carolina has a bye week before they see us, and that defense I think is going to be probably one of the most talented in the country. Definitely top 4, top 3 in the SEC. And then the offense with Lenore Sellers, he got some weapons on the outside. They're going to have a strong running game. And their offensive line, they got some young, experienced guys. You mean some redshirt freshmen and sophomores that got a lot of experience last year. They had to utilize a lot of depth. Going to replace a pass rush on the edge, right? Edge rusher. But I think everywhere else they're returning just about the same quality production as Alabama and some of the other experienced defenses you're going to see in the SEC this year. So that's why I'm leaning towards those two games, maybe a 10-2. But I'm really confident against LSU. I think by that time in the season, Kane Womack and his defense of have all the weaknesses that I think we'll have offensively, defensively. I think by that time, they'll be handled once we see LSU. That's a big game. We host them at home. Yeah. Can your Bama not completely destroy my Seminoles, please? I can't make no guarantees. I'm sorry that y'all on the schedule this year. For real, honestly. As a matter of fact, can we take a moment right now before we continue with this show? All right. I want to do something. And Mary J, can we get a banner with praying hands on it? Let's pray for the Florida State Seminole fans right now. As Bama fans, I know sometimes we can be amongst each other. We can have our own quarrels and things of that nature. And, things can get a little clouded sometimes. But sometimes it's good for us to take a moment and not think about ourselves and think about the other man, the other fan, the opponent. And August 30th, Florida State, the city of Tallahassee has to wake up and they have to go through a day where they have to deal with the Alabama Crimson Tide. And this team is hungry. And I think that this team is on a mission to really show the world that we're not playing. And if you ain't wearing crimson, and I want to just take a moment to pray for the Florida State fans. You know, I know that, and we have time, you know, they have time to prepare emotionally, mentally, you know, they have all this time to prepare. They can do the media stuff and talk crazy and post on Twitter and Instagram. But the truth of the matter is, that day's coming. That day's coming. And the Crimson Tide are hungry. They're hungry. They're very hungry. So let's bow our heads. Let's pray for the Seminoles. Dear God, help them, Jesus. Amen. That's it. That's all they're gonna get from me. Cause once August 30th come, it's up, baby. Florida State, I'm sorry. It's up, man. Yes, it's grass, son. Yes, it's grass. Hey, everybody on that schedule. Florida State, University of Louisiana, Monroe, Wisconsin. Your ass is grass. I tried to do this show where we talk about weaknesses, but I don't see many weaknesses. I'm just gonna be honest. Plot twist. Y'all thought we was gonna come in here and expose my team. You can't. Ain't nothing to expose. And then I'm being real, man. This is probably the most prepared team you're going to see in the SEC. This team, the reason I feel like the loss comes against South Carolina is just a matter of odds, man. A matter of systems clashing. Literally, man. Literally, I'm telling y'all, Alabama's coming in on a tear. This team is locked in and focused. I was able to be on FaceTime, and I'm going to talk about this because it's not confidential anymore. Official visits are over. So I was on FaceTime week 2 during the official visits with a few prospects and some of the current players on roster. And these kids were literally in that mud talking about film study, all this work from, you know, a game last year, Oklahoma, this game and this. You know, they were talking about plays that happened last year and what was supposed to happen, just to be able to be in that mindset to say, hey, we're talking scheme, this, that, and the third. Like, man, the way we run it, you know, we do this. This is what you expect to run. So, like what you doing in high school, you ain't going to have to worry about that. That's why I feel like you could figure, like those, you get what I'm saying? Those type of conversations, that type of mindset in the locker room, in the off season, when you could be out with all the NIL, spending your money, doing commercials, doing whatever, you taking time, you going home, you coming to campus, you making these off season workouts, these voluntary workouts that's really like not voluntary. You just gonna show up. If you don't show up, don't expect to be feeling like a part. Like that's the type of environment we breed in, and that's what's established. That's what you see when you talking about breeding championship culture. So when you have that, there's not many weaknesses. Yes, you may have a question at left tackle, Kincaid and Proctor develop, but man, it's year 3. This man has played the most. Him and Jaden Roberts, he has more snaps than Jaden Roberts. He has more snaps than Parker Brelsford. The most snaps on the offensive line belong to the gentleman right there. I think at this point in time, it's only a matter of time before talent starts to click. We said the same thing. Him and Keon Keeley have both been on the same type of like curve. Keon Keeley not so much because he's been very limited with opportunities, but we've seen him when he had opportunities. We've seen him spark, but we've also seen him be inconsistent. Up until last year, it's like it clicked the last 4 weeks of the season. Antoine Thomas said, because really at the end of the day, it's all about championship. Damn the NIL that means nothing. 100%, brother. 100%. And that's what I'm trying to tell everybody. Like, Alabama is not the same Alabama. You're right. This is a different Alabama. That entitled group that was under Saban for the last few years, man, call it like it is, man. Entitled. They were claiming this persona of the Bama standard. You didn't have many from a 2020 roster that were still on this roster the last 2 years. You didn't have many, and they were the ones that contributed to that 2020 championship. None of them were present when Coach Saban retired. So what were you claiming? What were you contributing to? What standard were you really upholding? That's the question, right? So now we reset the standard. Now, when you reset the standard, does that mean you lessen it? No, you intensify the standard. You heighten the standard by what? By what? You stack that roster again. You look across this roster, man, nothing but 5 stars and 4 stars in the secondary. Cam Howard is your lowest rated guy in that room. And he comes from as a transfer from Charlotte. Cam Howard, the safety. He comes in as a transfer from Charlotte. And then he's a quality depth piece. You look at his speed on the field, man. He can go to Ole Miss and be a one hot cover safety. His range left to right. But you got talent that Alabama's able to recruit and develop and put in the scheme, and we're not missing a beat when we throw Dijon Lee, Ivan Taylor. When we throw newly transfer, first round projected draft pick, Cam Calhoun, like Alabama's loaded. Shout out to the reactions on Facebook too. I see y'all, Deron, Anchorman Jones, and Thomas Masonry. What's up, Thomas? Good to see you, dog. And shout out to the 29 in the chat on YouTube. We got 36 in the chat on Twitter. Continue to run the likes up on YouTube, man. Are we at 25 yet? We at 23. We need 2 more. We need 2 more likes, man. But listen, where are the weaknesses for real, man? I don't think we have many. The questions, let's talk about questions. Mary J, can we get a banner set? Where are the questions? I got questions. Yeah, let's ask some questions. What's happening in the quarterback room? What's happening in the quarterback room? I think we need to change the narrative around the quarterback competition and not worry about who's starting, but really look at it for what it is. The quality of talent in that room forces you to really sit back and evaluate to the last extent. You are comfortable with throwing a game plan at one of these quarterbacks 2 weeks before kickoff. That's how confident you are. A fully drawn out game plan, a full scale, in-depth, conceptual, scripted game plan, whether it's with tweaks and turns and curves or whatever adjustments set in place. You're ready to throw that to either quarterback. That's not a bad problem. That's not a controversy. That's not a quarterback battle. That's a smart coaching staff saying, hey, we got some talent, we got some depth. Let's see how we can roll this out. Let's really evaluate personnel. What are we looking at? Are we looking at defensive backs on the other side of the ball that are aggressive on attacking the ball in the air? Or are we looking at some soft cover guys? Because if we're looking at some soft cover guys, Ty Simpson is definitely going to be our guy. We're going to need that timing, that experience, that speed of the game experience. We're going to definitely let him start the game. If they press up and we start seeing we need some playmaking ability and Ty's not going fluid with it, we'll throw Keelan out there. That's what freshmen do. Play off script at a high rate. Most of your freshmen that thrive at the collegiate level as starters as true freshmen, they play off script very well. I think Keelan Russell will play off script very well if he has to start as a true freshman. Shout out to the 28 likes on the stream, man. Listen, hold on. Standing ovation for the AAA family. Y'all stand up right now, man. Give yourself an applause, man. We hit the 28. We at 25 likes right now. We hit 25. We at 28 likes. Shout out to my guy Tate Dumas with the $4.99 super chat. Popping in, said go crazy Smook. Hashtag blessed. Pray your hands. Hallelujah. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat and becoming the first new co-sponsor on today's stream, man. You're doing something great supporting the Coach Smook Network, bro. I really appreciate it. As a matter of fact, roll call, man. Let's stretch real quick. Roll call in the chat right now. Where we at? We at the 35-minute mark. Roll call real quick. Let me know where you watching from. I don't care if you told me yesterday or the day before or last week. Let me know where you're watching from, baby. Let me know where you're watching. Listen, I want y'all to let me know. I want y'all to let me know because guess what? When I pull up through y'all towns, man, for Friday Night Lights, I want to pop out with t-shirts. AAA, I want us to represent. Not you ain't got to buy one. I want to give you a t-shirt. I want you to be able to be a part of the experience in real time. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff in Birmingham, Huntsville, Mobile. We going to Mississippi this year. We're going to be at South Carolina. We trying to get over. We going to definitely be in Georgia, Northeast Georgia. You in Atlanta? We going to be there. So let me know where you watching from right now in the chat. Turn up one time, baby. You got Zach checking in from T-Town, baby. Let's go, Zach, my boy. Come on, man. Roll him through. Mary, you better roll him. You better roll him. Uh-oh, she froze. I think she froze. I got it, Mary. Birmingham checking in. My brother, Greg McKinney. Uh-oh, we freezing over here. Stream y'all freezing. Greg, appreciate you for tapping in from Birmingham. We got 2 back to back. Birmingham in the house, man. I'm really worried about. Dino, I see that coming. Thomasville, Georgia's in the house. West Georgia is in the house. Let's go. Come on, Caleb King, my brother. Hey, what's up, Caleb? Welcome back, man. You know where to get the wrist, man. I know you. It said his wrist. Get that wrist, man. Did I get the emojis loaded? Did not. Montgomery in the chat. Let's go. Big Birmingham. I see you, Davin. Let's go. We talking. I see you. Let's go, man. Davin Jones. I see you. Where we at? Nebraska? What? Somebody said Nebraska? What? Opelika in the house. Phoenix City 334. Sin City, the home team. We here, man. TikTok. Where you watching from? I see y'all over there. Orlando is in the house. Ryan is in Orlando watching, tapping the screen on TikTok. Man, y'all are showing crazy love. Appreciate y'all. Polk County, Florida. My brother Dylan called in yesterday, man. Great call last night, man. Listen, appreciate y'all for tapping in, participating in the chat. Y'all just don't know how much y'all just helped the algorithm. Y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know. YouTube, y'all did y'all thing. Facebook, I see y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all doing some awesome work. Thank y'all. Let's get back into the show, man. Listen, before we get back into the show, take a moment. Think about becoming a member of the AAA family and doing your thing and helping us out, man. Continue to help us grow. We had 4 new members live yesterday. Thank y'all for supporting. Let's continue to grow. Every membership, it matters. We're growing this channel. We're growing this network. We're growing our exposure. And we're going to continue to grow, man, as you all continue to support. So support by becoming a member. Check this out.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Better go subscribe. You do roll with the tide. I'm down in the gun with Coach Smook. Through the game, roll tide, roll tide. Better go subscribe. TikTok.
Let's go. All right, let's get back into the conversation, man. We kind of got a little off topic. We was getting a little excited, man. I appreciate y'all for sitting around and listening to me rant, man. I get real passionate about my Crimson Tide. But where are some questions at? We got more questions. Where are the questions at? All right, we talk about left guard, left tackle, that left side of the offensive line. We really got 4 solid spots. You know, I feel like we got 4 guys on the offensive line that are sure. We want to see Cam Dewberry develop. I think we got, even if it doesn't fit, we got Geno Vandermark, Rock Montgomery. Those 2 guys are going to provide some quality depth in that room. But then you got some young talent you could throw out there. So offensive line, that might be a question in the left side of it. That might be a little question. So we'll acknowledge that. Now, another question: who are the emerging guys? Who are the emerging leaders in the wide receiver room? As I clean my glasses off, I told y'all, man, I've been doing my workouts, man. I'm telling y'all, when your boy come back from school, it's gonna be something serious. Y'all can be like, man, he's eating too much. Yes, I am. I'm going to eat a lot. Content and food and weights. That's all we got time for. But wide receiver room, who emerges? Who emerges as the leaders? I think foregone, everybody wants to, go ahead and ping Ryan Williams, Isaiah Horton, Jeremy Bernard. But I really think you're going to see your leaders, like the guys that really set the tone and really are the momentum movers. I think it's going to be guys like Jeremy Bernard, Jalen Hill, Isaiah Horton. I think Ryan Williams explodes because he's going to be able to benefit from not having to be the targeted guy. You get what I'm saying? I think this is the year he really thrives because it's going to be situational ball where he just thrives in situations, and every time he touches the ball, it's a big play opportunity. It's not like every time there's a drop back that he's the only guy or Jeremy Bernard. That's why I think the emerging guys that's going to lead are going to be Jalen Hill, Jeremy Bernard. They're going to be your consistents. I think Isaiah Horton is going to be a big play guy. Leading receiving reception guy. It's hard for me to call it right now because I truly believe depth-wise, this Jamarcus Shepard, Coach Shepard, is going to utilize at least 9 guys. Let's pull up the depth chart one time. Let me pull this up. So TikTok, if you end up chatting for a second, I probably won't be able to see it. That's why we want you to pull up to the YouTube side. Definitely hit the subscribe on the YouTube side also. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We almost at our 2.2K. We started the show at 2.175. Let's try to have this mug at 2.2 before the end of the day. 25 new subscribers. We can do it. We're talking wide receiver room, right? I look at the depth chart and the rotation, how it looks right now on our lads. And if I had to change it around, I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to show y'all where my depth chart looks like compared to theirs. And it's very similar, as far as where the positions are. I truly believe that Jeremy Bernard will go back to the slot. Ryan Williams will be more so the Z, the guy that's in those quick screen opportunities, those type of skill set plays, right? That's usually where you want to send it to the perimeter. You want to stack him so he can be off the ball in his alignment a lot of times. So I look at kind of where they have this set up and how the rotation is, and it's pretty similar to mine. So we'll do a side by side comparison. So at the X position, you got Isaiah Horton, Jalen Hill, and then on my roster, I have Derek Meadows there. I don't know why they don't have Derek Meadows on the roster, but he's definitely there behind Jalen Hill. At the Z position, you got Jeremy Bernard. On my roster, and that's not the Z. That's supposed to be the slot. On my roster, I have Jeremy Bernard. Oh, I do have Latier Brooks right there. Yeah. I got Latier Brooks behind Jeremy Bernard because that's really what it is. And then I had Mbakwe behind Brooks. So let's just look at mine. I feel like mine is a lot more accurate now that I done got down into the depth chart. So this is what we're looking at. At the Z position, we talked about guys emerging. I'm very happy at where Cole Adams is going to contribute. I don't think we should expect any big play stuff from Cole Adams. I think he's the consistent, dependable guy that gets to hide behind everything in front of him, and everybody forgets about him, and that's what he does. If you all remember how clutch Slade Bolden was during his time here, same thing with Christian Jones. Coach Christian Jones kind of got to hide behind, 2 guys and be that third guy that really was a number one option, was a real number one option, but just was behind 2 other guys and thrived in it. That's what Cole Adams gets to be. Same with Rico Scott, but emerging guys, man. I'm telling you, don't just look at Ryan Williams this year. Look at the likes of Jalen Hill, like I said, Jalen Hill over here at the X position. And I think it's because, one, Jalen Hill is more, he's probably one of the smartest wide receivers in the room when it comes to understanding the defenses. And then just coming off of that injury, to see his explosiveness in the spring, like how explosive he looks, I really think he's going to really emerge because of the type of attention that Horton's going to demand in a lot of key situations. And then you got to think when we go 4 wide and you got your 2 big wide bodies, your 2 big body receivers out there. Sometimes they split them, as they put them in twin sets. That's a dangerous concept to deal with when you're talking about 30 and in. A lot of range and catch radius there. And quickness. Isaiah Horton, Jalen Hill, they're not slow. They can definitely stretch the field and get vertical on you. So it's going to be vertical pass concept. We're going to see a full display of it this year. I hate to say it because I like him. I don't see Mbakwe will contribute much. Could be a returner though, and put his stamp on the game in that way. I think he'll be slightly misguided. I think opportunities to contribute might be a little limited, but he will be key. And that's the whole point of having Mbakwe on the offensive side of the ball. You want this slot position to be very dynamic, right? And you don't want guys burnt out. So I look at guys there, and I'm missing Bubba Hampton, who will be 4th on that depth chart in my opinion. But I'm looking at the guys there that's available, and you got to think Ryan Williams is probably not going to be stuck at the Z position, or Rico Scott. We saw Rico Scott utilized out of the slot last season and from the Z position. Cole Adams, same thing. We saw him work from the slot. So multifaceted skill set guys that can really float in his position. I think Jalen Mbakwe, looking at where he played in the spring, a lot of 2A, 2B reps. I think he's right there in the rotation, right there in the top 8. And if I had to call out my top 8 right now, just from top to bottom, rotation wise, positionless wide receiver group is going to be one is probably going to be Isaiah Horton, Ryan Williams, number 2, number 3, Jeremy Bernard, number 4. I'm gonna go Jalen Hill, number 5, Latsier Brooks, right there in the pecking order, number 6, Cole Adams, number 7. No disrespect though. Number 7 is where I would place Jalen Mbakwe, and then right behind him, you got Rico Scott. I think those two are right there at the 7-8 spot where their opportunities might be limited, but you're going to see them. They're going to have production. They're going to be key for certain specific concepts. These are the guys that you want as your leaders next year, with Latsier Brooks being a freshman, going to be a true sophomore guy that's going to get a lot of experience this year. You get him and Mbakwe at the Z. You get Brooks at the slot. You got Rico Scott, who was playing X last season during the spring. Yeah, he's a 6-foot frame, but he's a bigger body 6-foot frame. You look at Ryan Williams in front of him, 175, 180. Rico Scott is 195, pushing that 200 scale. He's like a Deebo Samuels type build. I kind of thought the same thing, Caleb, but I'm not extremely concerned about his contribution solely because he's an athlete. This offense is bound to have some packages for Bach. Not just that's what I'm saying. It's going to be key concepts with guys like Bach, guys like a Kylan Deere, guys like Kevin Riley in the backfield. You get what I'm saying? Marshall Pritchard at tight end, a receiver threat at that tight end position, right? So that's a question: who's going to emerge in the wide receiver room? I told you and I think Derek Meadows comes on next year with both of these guys in front of him. Jalen Hill probably be the guy that come back and be the leader at that position, but I think Derek Meadows makes a stamp during the spring. If he turns a curve and sticks it out throughout the portal period and all of that and sticks it out, I think he'll be the next big X wide receiver. With Sedarian Morgan coming on campus, you're going to be looking for another Z, right? And then the X at 6'4", Sedarian Morgan 6'3.5", 6'4". You're going to be looking for a guy to kind of follow in and fill that void behind Derek Meadows. So, solid questions, solid things to think about. Emerging pass rush, man. Let's talk about it. What's the questions? Questions. Can Alabama have an elite pass rush again? Here at the 52-minute mark, we're going to take it out here on the last 10 minutes talking about our defensive front and the pass rush. What happened to the days of Alabama having a dominant pass rush where we could just rush 4, drop 8, lock down everything in the secondary? When you send 5, you know it's over, annihilation. What happened to those days? Are they back? Let's look at personnel. I said 3K, not 2K. Oh, okay. My fault. Where we at on TikTok? Where we at? I can't see it, chat. She's text low, one step at a time. Oh, what am I doing? I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get over here to the YouTube chat. I mean TikTok chat real quick. Can you pray for us getting a field goal, please? I got you, brother. He said, no, niece girl, make sure you tell mom to. Okay, bet. Oh, they trying to get mama subscribed to the YouTube. Okay, look, I see y'all over there working on TikTok. Man, look, my TikTok crew. Listen, I don't want to start like no inner family beef or nothing like that. But TikTok mods and Big Homie been rocking with them TikTok mods. They've been doing some stuff over there, man, with the activity and engaging. You know, we might just have to do some 12K likes already. Look at them. We got. Come on now, listen. The TikTok crew. Hey, AAA YouTube. Come on. I know it's a little bit different for both sides. That's why I'm glad we are growing the way we are. But this is some good family competition, right? Shout out Big Homie Facts, right, man? Big Homie, and you know what? Big Homie personality and how he interacts with the content. I would have never thought that he would have been willing to do that, man. But he does it, and it's like right in his lane, man. He real approachable. People talk to him in the chat. He get them the information, get them set up. We our gaming nights, which we'll have gaming after we do our live today. And we got our check them out coach tonight. So we got that. What's up, Yaga? What's up, Yaga? It almost sounds like I said something else, so I got to be careful. Oh man, what's good? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. But back to the conversation, y'all. Questions. What more questions do we have? Days of the Past rushing. Is it back? Do we have it back? Do we have the? I want to say even before Dallas Turner and Will Anderson. Do we have a Quentin Williams defensive tackle interior guy? Right? Do we have a Jaron Reed back? Do we have a Christian Barmore? Do we have an adjust? I mean, we just saw Justin Boyd be healthy. Like, can we have auxiliary guys who don't necessarily go and dominate every rep, but when the dominant guys on the edge aren't dominating that rep when they're not on the field, do we have a guy that can emerge? And I look at our roster. Shout out to Adrian Eccles, our resident Georgia fan, tapping in. Good morning, bro. See you playing them keys on Sunday. You very anointed, man. Listen, God be the glory, man. For real, I really am grateful for that gift, man. If you asked if I could tell you the story, I started playing, but you wouldn't believe. But appreciate you, man, for tapping in, and thank you for the kind words, brother. For real, showing love, man. That's a solid Georgia fan, and we got to get our one back, man. I'm on that NCAA. What you doing, man? Stop hiding. I'm just saying. And as y'all can see, that was a Facebook comment. Check it out. The icon, if y'all, let me see down there. Can y'all see that icon? Am I pointing to it? The icon. So if you're on Facebook, we can't see your comments. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. If you a John Wick fan, you will see where the name come from. But Bama go ball out this year. Watch. Okay, I watched John Wick, but I am not a John Wick fan. I'm sorry, brother. I am so sorry. I'm trash when it comes to that type of stuff. I rock with it though. I rock with it. So let's talk about it. Defensive tackle wise, let's get into this group. I want to kind of highlight some guys, and let me go full screen with this real quick for a second, just to kind of give y'all full visual. Let's get the graphic off of there for just a hot second, Mary J. I look at the defensive tackle position. I look at what we have on the interior of that defensive line, and somebody said it yesterday, right? Ryan just came over from TikTok. Hey, appreciate you, man. Okay. That's what's up, bro. I remember the name. That's why I was like, dang, I feel like I remember the name. Florida State. You was talking about Florida State. I remember, bro. Welcome in, bro. Appreciate you for tapping in. But last year, we saw James Smith really show sparks. He showed different times where he just would flash, and you're like first-round talent, right? First-round talent, right? Jordan Renard, same thing. If you go look at the film from last year, 94, I believe he wore. No, 92. Jordan Renard. I mean, and big frame guys that do not look like defensive tackles, and they're moving and wrecking crap from the interior and getting to the quarterback. Edric Hill, 94, was probably the biggest game wrecker last year when he got reps. So hearing everything behind him, those two in spring, and how hyped they are, that's awesome. But right here, the man, Jeremiah Beeman, I feel like he's our next Quentin Williams. I do. Everybody, listen. When the Bama recruited this young man, he was very undersized, right? A lot of people was like, yeah, he got to put on some weight. Okay, cool.
The young man is 315 pounds, 320 now. Continue to stack mass, just muscle. If y'all go look at the pictures of him and him hosting his camp, him and James Smith, I think, are going to be the primary rotation at the defensive tackle position, giving guys like Edric Hill and Jordan Renard, who are really pass rush specialists, right from the interior, giving them opportunities to go in and be our two interior front on pass rush personnel. You remember we had the Cheetah package a few years ago, the Raptor package. Like, imagine. All right, let's visualize. Y'all like to do this, so we're gonna do it. Y'all gonna. This is how our shows go. I don't care. This is how we do. Let's visualize. Let's create this Raptor package lineup. Let's have some fun, chat. This is the fun stuff. All right, this is the fun stuff. Let's start here. Who y'all want to throw? We want the best pass rush set, right? And we going positionless. We're going personnel, but we're talking about positionless ball because of the size and the skill sets that you have available. So we're not going to have Tim Keenan on. We're not going to have any of these guys on pass rush. We're not going to have any of these guys on pass rush. Let's move them out the way. Come on out here, sub out for a second. We're not going to have y'all right now. All right. We don't want y'all. Who else? The defensive tackles could stay. So this is the group we're talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This group that can emerge. Now James Smith is a he can get to the quarterback. But when I'm talking about pass rush, I'm talking about let's go smaller frame. You know, let's go a little bit slimmer. Let's go a little bit more lateral speed. Let's go a little bit more athletic build. James Smith, a big body, 6'3" though. Let's go ahead and throw the length out there. 6'4" Jordan Renard, 260. Man in the defensive tackle. Then you got big body, 6'4". Jeremiah Beeman with that 300 plus. Right, you're getting a little bit longer frame, a bigger body frame, longer. And then my thing is, Edric Hill could be right in between that. He can be one of those spots too. So you hold him there. You got that option there. Let's go ahead and move him out the way though for now. Let's get him out the way. All right, this fun, ain't it, chat? You having fun? All right, now listen. Pass rush set. I want my best pass rush on the field. My best pass rush. So me personally, how I'm thinking and looking at how Kane Womack did it last year, he didn't leave two inside linebackers on the field. So if I'm taking an inside linebacker off the field, it's definitely going to be this group right here, right? Let's get them off the field. No, it ain't nothing personal. It ain't nothing personal. This is just the pass rush. We want the best pass rush skill set. And you look at this group, these are more of my smart guys that's going to diagnose the run. Right, they're going to get to the run. They're going to get in pass concepts. They're going to cover. They have the speed. QB Reese, Justin Jefferson, Caden Jones. That's what they're going to do, right? That's why they're at that position, at the wheel position. Now the mic, you got to have your mic out there on the field, getting guys lined up. So who's my best pass rush asset in that room right now? I don't like Deontay Lawson pass rushing. I like him more just kind of a steady do-it-all guy. If it's me, I'm looking at style of play. Only because of Young and him still developing in his size. You know, Luke put on 20 pounds, I think, this spring, chat. Mom was talking about how much he eats when he came home, man. I don't know what Bama do to these young boys. But I think you got an option with these youngins right here, right? But this is where it becomes that crazy package because now I'm keeping Quay Russaw on the field for sure. He got inside linebacker experience. So Quay Russaw right here. Let's go to Nakai Hill-Green. Let's that young boy. He might not get the first pass rush call. He might not be the first one out there. Let's get Nakai Hill-Green. I like what he did at Colorado last year. Let's get Yanzi Pierre on the edge. That's my front. That's my front right there. Let's look at it. Bandit position. Who we going with? Keon Keeley or Kelby Collins? I think y'all gotta recognize we're talking about having our best pass rush set. Best pass rush set. So when I think about the bandit position, I look at them as true defensive ends. True defensive end. The Wolves, they line up as defensive ends, but they're outside linebackers. They're not true defensive ends. Their builds, they have linebacker skill sets. These guys are maybe labeled as linebackers like you see Kelby Collins, but he's a true defensive end build. 6'4", 280. He's got pass rush skill set, lateral speed. He's more athletic than a tackle. Same thing with LT Overton. Same thing with Keon Keeley. These are the super athletic tackles that have range, get up off the ground fast. They're your freak athletes, right? So who do we roll out there? I think with this group, you don't have a drop off with whoever with the pass rush. These are big guys that got forced into these true defensive end roles in this scheme. that dominated in pass rushing. Let them loose on the edge. They played more so of a wolf type concept in previous defenses. So just because I think it's his year to really pop, I'm gonna throw Keon Keeley for my first set. And I think I could get to any quarterback against any offensive line in the nation this year. With this front. Let me get a good visual. Can I get a good visual of it? Let me pull them all together. Let's move this together right here. Let's move it. Like for real, chat. This fun. Like y'all remember we used to do this a while ago? Is this fun or y'all bored? Tell the truth, don't lie. Give me a review on a scale of 1 to I don't care what you. No, I'm just playing. Tell me how y'all feel about this for. I almost got y'all, didn't it? Come on, y'all. It's pretty solid. It's now or never for Yanzi and Keeley. I don't think so. I think Yanzi has another year. It's a lot of depth in that room. Well, look at this front, man. We saw Yanzi flash last year too, and I think he has a jersey number change this year too. I think Yanzi is gonna be number 8, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. I think that's who I saw the other jersey change was. But that's a nasty front. That's a nasty front. Now let's say we this group got their 6 reps. Now let's go. Let's pull Jeremiah. Let's get a little bit more stout. We in the red zone. Let's get a little bit more stout. We still want to pass rush though. We in the red zone. We at the 12-yard line. Let's go and get them boys. James Smith and Steve Mbuma or Ja Latham. Let's go get James Smith and Ja Latham. Put Ja Latham back at tackle and put James Smith at nose guard, so we can have a somewhat of a pass rush still. Tim Keenan is more of a wrecker, run stopper, gap plugger. He's a plugger. You get what I'm saying? And ain't nothing wrong with that. So let's get James Smith in there. Let's get him at defensive tackle. Let's get him at the tackle, and then let's get Steve Mbuma. And I'm telling y'all, a lot of people. I remember somebody was trying to call me out again, and I don't know why y'all keep bothering me, man. Stop calling me out. If I call my friends and ask them to come on my show. Nose guard, Steve Mbuma, right there. And I don't know why. He's definitely 315, 320 right now. This dude put on some crazy size. Now, and I want some size, but I still want pass rush, right? I want some size, but I still want pass rush. This is and I'm experimenting with this because this is what we have available at the university, man, at Alabama. This is what we have available. Now, go big body. I want to go LT. I want to go LT here. We in the red zone. Let's go LT. Little bigger frame, right? More of a run stuffer. Let's get Yanzi out of there. And this is where you see, I think you see this type of flexibility, right? Because Kelby Collins, you want his hand in the dirt, right? You could put him at Wolf, which is what he was doing at Florida as a true edge rusher. But on run game, I don't necessarily need another pass rush to plug. Let's let Quay stay fresh. Let's get Quay out of here. And now let's go and get Justin. The true will right there. Somebody that's more natural there. And then you're talking about still wanting to stop the run game. Nakai Hill-Green, AJ Sander, right? I think even right here, Deontay Lawson is more of a will type of assignment this year. So that's just 2 different lineups. You're still respecting the pass rush. Justin Jefferson getting his speed into the quarterback. Send a lot of those will 4-man stunts, will delays, right? A lot of them Mike delay shows, delay spies, right? All of these wolf twists and stunts right here, slants, hard slants with these guys. It's gonna be fun to watch this. It's gonna be fun, man. So I'm excited. So there's a question there: who emerges, right, on those certain positions? I think you got enough talent to answer those questions. The question more so is, how do you utilize the depth, right? How much of the depth do you utilize? Those are good questions to have, chat. How much of that depth do you utilize? Those are good questions to have, like, for real. Above anything else, like quarterback, I think you got, the question is, which good guy we're going to put out there? Wide receiver, which guy steps up that's not named Isaiah, Ryan, or Jeremy? And then defensively, can we reestablish the pass rush? I think you have more than enough assets. How do you utilize them? That's the real question. It's not about can we have the pass rush. Look at the skill sets available. We can have it. It's there. How do you utilize it? That's the main question. That's the main question, chat. That's the mystery. That's the question. Those are the questions that I have. If you have any more questions and you're tapping into this live show or post live and you stuck through the whole hour and some change, definitely drop a comment in the comments below. Listen, we love to interact with our comments. If you haven't noticed, my mods have been interacting with your comments. If you catch this post live, definitely tap in, drop a comment. Even if you just say, you know what? If everybody in the chat right now, how many we got in the chat? We got 85 total between YouTube and Twitter. 51 on Twitter, 34 on YouTube. If everybody on YouTube right now, all 34 of you today, could go and check out one of my VODs today, whether you like it or not, if you watch the whole thing, could you just put a comment on the VOD and say, "Put me in the game, coach"? That's it. Can I get 2 of those on any video or short? Put me in the game, coach, today, from everybody that's watching this from on all platforms. Come check out my YouTube channel. Also, if you want to go check out the TikTok, we do more variety content over there on TikTok. We post clips from everything. We do our daily life vlogs and stuff. We do comedic skits and all of that stuff on TikTok. You want entertainment? We got it. We collabing with some people. But tonight we got the Voice of College Football show. And then we also have Check 'em Out, Coach. So y'all know Tuesdays are our busiest days. We try to stay on our time schedule. We're supposed to be done with the show no later than 9:30. So we're right here on time and on schedule. Getting ready to get into the swing of things for the preseason kickoff. July, we will do a lot of VOD posting. I will be at school in Arkansas for 2 weeks from the 14th of July to August 1st. When we get back from school, I will be doing a journey, body transformation journey. So my workload is going to intensify, not in a bad way. It's all for a purpose. You guys continue to support. If you are interested in really pushing the network and help your boy grow, join the Discord. My moderators that are currently there, I trust this team to build a community now. I had a messy group come through there when we first started. We cleaned it up. We got everything squared away. And now I really trust these people. I really do. It's been some things that we've grown through, and they've respected every request I've made of them. And when they aren't available because of life or things happening in life, they communicate, and they're not obligated to do it. And they force me to be a CEO, and that's my aspirations. I want to be a leader, and they hold me accountable. So I appreciate them, and I thank them for having my back through this process. And everybody, all our sponsors, all of our partners. I got Ghost Energy Drink. I'm not drinking it till after 12. So during the gaming session, shout out Ghost Energy Drink. Thank y'all for keeping me energized. Y'all really helped me push through my workout this morning from that drink I had last night, because I slept real good. That's what I like about it. It didn't keep me up. I slept real good, but I felt like once I drank that water, some residue was still in there, and I just was ready to work out this morning. And then also, man, just everybody support all of the AAA members, Helping Hands LLC, Man of Standard Executive Security, every high school program that we are collabing with. Listen, we're going to be in Georgia, Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, Arizona, and hopefully California. If God says the same, chat, before the end of this year, I've been to make a trip myself and somebody that's in this community that's part of the team. Like this is the year, chat. Can y'all listen to me? I know this may sound cocky, but I fought for what's about to happen. I prayed for what's about to happen with my brand, with the network, with Alabama football and the network connections, not just at the University of Alabama. I'm talking about the state of Alabama football, right? Like I really am loving what's happening in my life in this moment, like right now, like the text message I just got right now. So in that, man, and it's just somebody like confirming that they watching the show, So shout out to you, man. Roll Tide. Thank you for watching the show. You know who you are, bro. Yeah, man. So just continue to pray for your boy. Continue to support. Shout out to my brother Ayo Sully. Listen, y'all about to see his face the month of July here on the Coach Smook Network. But also go and support his YouTube channel. I don't know why he doesn't continue, why he keep coming in here with his other page. I want you to come in here with your YouTube page. I know you want to show off your badge. We know you a member. We know you a member as long as you know. We know you a member, Sully. But I want him to start showing up with his page because y'all going to start seeing the reactions from the games this upcoming season. We're going to be reacting to his reactions every Monday morning from the games that he posts his reactions from. So it's going to be pretty fun this season. Got a lot of things lined up. So with that being said, I thank you all for supporting and being who you are for this channel and for this team, for this network. Thank everybody on the TikTok side. Thank you all for being everything that you are over there tapping the screen. Tia, I see you over there tapping the screen. Britt, thank you for moderating over there at Hometown, sis. Hey, you doing your thing and for inviting. We getting more ladies in the community, y'all. So, hey, fellas, keep your eyes open. You know what I'm saying? We got some Bama women joining. Y'all was talking about it last season. We need some more Bama women. We got them. Let's get them on the phone lines. Be careful, because y'all know last year we had a few call in and they put a couple of fellas to shame now. And then y'all know I'm really I'm trying to start some gang wars between the TikTok chat and the YouTube chat. I ain't gonna lie. So pick your sides wisely. But no, at the end of the day, we all the family. TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch when we're live on there, Kick when we're live. We're all the family. I appreciate your support on each side, everywhere. And y'all know what to do, man. When you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be blessed. Hey, tap into my gaming content. We'll be live on TikTok here in about an hour and a half with the gaming content after we eat breakfast. Love y'all. See y'all later, man. Be blessed.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live. Better go subscribe. You do roll with the tide. I'm down in the gun with Coach Smook. Through the game, roll tide, roll tide. Better go subscribe.